coverage of the NFL brings us to the so-called Silicon Valley at Levi's Stadium in Santa Clara. The scene a short time ago, this crowd, they love their 49ers, and they were in full roar as their guys burst out of the locker room. And we're ready for football as the 49ers get set to do battle with Dak Prescott and the Dallas Cowboys. The first 2 months of the regular season down. What will the final two bring us as we're off in Week 9? From just inside the 20, a short kick. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23. Play fake. Here's Prescott. And his first look is incomplete.
Defensively here, you're facing a top 5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high powered, you got to find a way to hold them under 20. Because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored gives yourself you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Prescott. Got it open man. It's Michael Gallup. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35.
I think that's a big pickup for a first down, because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a first down. Executed it to perfection. Prescott on first down. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Derwin James with a pick. And into the end zone. A pick six for the 49ers. They score a touchdown. Now remember, this is the #1 defense in the National Football League. There's a good example of why.
Shows that they set an aggressive tone, not just stopping the run, not just getting after the quarterback. But the ball's in the air, they treat it like they're the receivers, and they went after that one and took it all the way.
Right down the middle, and it's now a 7-0 game. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. From just inside the 20, a short kick. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. At the halfway point of the season, Charles, 8-0. What a great start. Clearly a Super Bowl contender, if not the outright favorite, through 2 months to win the whole thing.
Well, there aren't too many bad things you can say right now, because this team is playing pretty well. They've got a couple of injuries. That could play them down the stretch. But their intensity doesn't waver. I think the road to the Super Bowl is going to go through them in the playoffs. And if you're on their road, things could be bumpy for you.
So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. On the ground, this is Saquon Barkley. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4. So this game of ours, Charles, you know, the talk of the NFL world all week. 2 unbeaten teams. You rarely see such a matchup this deep into a season.
I would agree with that, because normally you might get one team undefeated for a while, but 2 teams like this, and I remember preseason, you looked at schedules and said, I think these 2 are on a collision course. It'd be interesting to see if they actually get there, and they did. And to me, the winner of this game has to wear the crown of Super Bowl favorite.
No gain on the play that time, and they'll look to convert on what will be a 3rd and 4. action now. Prescott. Escaping the pressure right. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Daniil Hunter make that now 8 sacks for him on the season. They said there was a lot of discussion in their defensive team meeting room after last week's performance. They had 7 sacks. Something in the water. There's one in the first quarter.
A lot of discussion, a lot of excitement because now everyone wants to get involved with this. Who's going to continue that process? Who's going to get to the quarterback this week? But they have to be careful. When you have that much pressure, they want to use it against you. Draws, screens, those types of plays.
See if they do that. Fourth down, the punt team is on as this is set away. And this punt sails over the sideline. And the spot, it looks to be right at the 25-yard line.
First time with Najee Harris. And he gets this one just shy of 40. They'll mark him down at the 39.
Anyone who wants Najee Harris in Alabama knows the kind of strength that this guy runs with, and he's continuing on that path here at the next level. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
Check right. Watch it, let's go. Under 10, 10.
Harris. Room to run past midfield. And finally taken down at the 35-yard line. So that's right there. And worth mentioning the usual starting running back out this week. The hope is it's just a short-term absence. But this is where it pays, Charles, to have a quality reserve that you can turn to when you need it.
And to me, they definitely have that because this is a guy who's more than capable of picking up the slack. And he's likely going to see a big share of carries as this one progresses. And how many times do we see running backs jump into the breach and have big games?
And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. 51 yards rushing for him as he's got the afternoon off to a great start. Complete out to Samuel on the quick throw. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. If you're these receivers, you got to be ready because when he's going to throw it quick on that RPO, he's going to throw it quick.
And this is why you spend time with your guy either in the offseason, during the week, the whole bundle. Because sometimes just telepathy. You both see the same thing, and he knows get the ball to him right away.
You were telling me this yesterday. That's exactly what they want to do on the opening drive, establish the ground game.
Yeah, remember our conversation? We were talking about what one of the GMs in the league has told me repeatedly. It's a big man's game, and it's not necessarily size. He's talking about playing some big boy football. Line up, get leverage, knock people back, and establish the run early.
First down, and they go back to Harris. A good display of power, but it will only get him just inside the 5 to the 4. A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6. 4 yards remain for 2nd down.
It's our time. It's our time. Mike, 55. Check 55. Mike. Ready.
Handoff comes to Chubb, and he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up 3rd down.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
Play number 7 now coming up on the drive. 3rd and 5.
Mike 55. Mike 55. Mike 55. Good track. 55 's Mike. 55. They're not ready for this, man.
On third down. Here's Harris. And he is out of bounds here. I know it's an emotional game, Charles. You can't do that.
And when you get into your film sessions and you argue your case with your coaches, that's exactly what they say at the end. You just can't do it. It costs your team.
Gotta do better.
They'll try and run with Harris. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, San Francisco. Najee Harris with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Niners are able to stretch their lead. Extra point splits the uprights, and that'll make the score 14-0. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. A short kick taken at the 18. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And they, as mentioned, unbeaten to this point in the year, but you think this game, their toughest test yet.
I absolutely do, because to me, this is a good measuring stick game because they've been able to take advantage of the schedule. But here, this is another team leading its division with an eye on making a Super Bowl run, so this game is crucial.
Coming up on a 2nd and 6.
Check 55, Mike.
On play action, Prescott. Throwing middle, but it's incomplete.
That's a nice job there because you got to play the ball, not the man when in coverage. That'll keep you away from a lot of needless penalties. And he's able to knock that one away.
So after the second down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. Now Prescott. They'll set up the screen to Barkley. And some space here. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45.
That was a beautifully executed screen pass. Let the rushers get upfield. The blocking forms in front. Lofted it to the runner. And now, not only does he have open space in front of him, he's got an escort as well, and they pick up big yardage.
Off the play fake, Prescott. He's got his man, it's got him. And he takes it down deep into enemy territory. A big play here for Dallas.
There's no doubt in my mind that not many guys in this league have had the impact that he's had here in the first half of the season. He's been a big play guy from the word go and continues to be one with another one right there.
2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. Barkley. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd and goal. If you're going to run against this unit, especially down here, just beware. I mean, they're the top rushing defense in the league.
Yeah, and then they go ahead and they double down with the whole thing because you think, okay, let's throw the ball. Oh, yeah, that's right. They defend the pass pretty well, too. Very difficult task right now.
And they'll let the fullback try and take him home. And trying to push forward, but he is going to be stuffed up in the backfield. That backs him up 1 yard and brings up 3rd down.
After a play like that, there should be congratulations all the way around, I think, because if you can stop a big fullback like that, that's not easily done.
Yeah, he does not go down easily. You're right, but he did there. And again, they'll go right back to their fullback. And that one going nowhere from the start as he's met in the backfield and goes backwards. Tough sledding. They lose a yard there on 3rd. Patriots defense hold him out. Here we go now. 4th and goal from the 2. Here's Prescott. That ball is caught. It's Gallup. Touchdown, Cowboys.
Oh, my God.
Michael Gallup, his 9th touchdown of the season. And the Cowboys have cut it to within a score. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. So Dak will bring the Cowboys up to go for the 2-point try. Prescott, they're going to throw for it. Rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked up by Denzel Ward.
Well, as most teams do in their 2-point attempt, they pass the ball. Instead, it gets intercepted. And remember, if you pick it off, you get a chance to take it all the way back to 2 points yourself, right?
Yeah, not the case here. That's why you got to be really careful with those throws, especially to the outside. And this fielded right at the goal line. Oh, a dangerous return man showing it here. He's at the 30. 10, 5, and he'll bring it back all the way. Touchdown, 49ers. Now, a lot of special teams coaches, they just want to keep it away from him because that's what he can do.
And others have egos that their players can't keep up with. And they say, challenge him. Kick it to him. The way he runs as fast as he is, I wouldn't challenge him at all. I'd do everything possible to keep it away.
He is just a blur when he gets a full head of steam, and he got a full head of steam there. So let's try this again. After the kick return TD, here's yet another kickoff. Taking it about the 1. And they'll be backed up to start this drive as he's taken down right around the 15. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And this ballgame, clearly the game of the year so far. It's not very often that you find 2 unbeaten teams playing each other this late in the season, but that's what we have here, 2 heavyweights in the NFL.
You're right about that, and you think about recent memories. So let's take a little ginkgo right now, go down memory lane, right? 2007, 7-0 Colts, 8-0 Patriots. The Pats won 24-20. They ended up going 16-0 in the regular season before they lost in the Super Bowl against the Giants. How about 2015? 6-0 Broncos, 6-0 Packers. Denver won 29-10. And in 2020, Steelers and Titans were both 5-0. Pittsburgh won that one.
Prescott on play action. Rolling to his right. Throw right side, taken in by Gallup. And brought down, but not before reaching the 25.
When you struggle on offense, you're looking for anything possible to get you going. Sometimes you do it like basketball teams that don't normally press. You put a press on, bring people to life, make them move a little bit quicker. Maybe that'll help them as they head towards the half.
On 1st and 10, Prescott. That's caught by his tight end, Dawson Knox. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. A big play there on the catch and run.
And this offense needed something to try and seize the momentum a little bit. That might have been exactly what they needed. Now they have a chance to go downfield and score and cut into the lead.
Prescott yet again. Oh, Prescott stripped. And that is scooped up by the 49ers. 30, the 20. And he will bring this one down. It's a 4-yard touchdown. This first half has been a nightmare for that offense. Defense just dominating.
And when you're picking up the ball, picking up their mistakes, and taking it the other way and putting it in the end zone, That's a defense's dream. They're having that type of a game.
Everything that can go wrong has gone wrong for this offensive unit. Extra point right down the middle. And the lead opens up now to 22 points. So here's the kickoff now as he'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. Taking it about the 1. And he had no room to run as he's tackled down inside the 20.
At their own 18-yard line.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense.
And in just about every game we see, partner, what do we do when we look at the stat sheet? We go right to the turnover differential, without a doubt, because when we see that, that pretty much tells the tale of the game. And I know there's still plenty of time to go, but you've got to take care of the football in order to win it.
Tackle made there by the safety, Derwin James. After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. A handoff to Barkley. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down.
Brought down at the 35-yard line. A gain of 12. First down, Dallas.
2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. Coming up at halftime, I'll go from one personality, that's you, Charles Davis, to another one in Orlando, the coach. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL. You and Jonathan Coachman both larger than life.
No doubt about it.
But you're stuck with me in this booth. He's miles away and smiling. And a dangerous throw there, incomplete. He threw that into coverage. It was nearly intercepted. 2nd and 10. Throwing, Prescott. And the Niners get there and bring him down. Nick Bosa in there to get him, and that is now sack number 18 on the season for him. They'll need a big play here with Dak and the Cowboys after the sack. It's 3rd and long. A handoff, Barkley running left. And he'll get this one up to the 26. The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Here's Tressway now as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. A 41-yard punt there with no return. And the Niners will go on offense, 1st and 10. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. It was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You can never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
So this CD, it's obviously such a good game. We'll continue to talk about its importance as we go on, but I thought it was interesting. This head coach in his weekly media availability was asked who he would lean on in a game like this, and he said this is where you need your stars to shine their brightest.
And ordinarily, you would just tell them in a locker room setting, wouldn't you, in a meeting room setting? But he used the biggest stage he had, this media availability, and sounded the horn to his team. Told his stars, we don't want you to be solid in this game. We need you to be extraordinary. And sometimes that creates more pressure. But he also believes if you're going to be a star in this league, you need to perform well in games like this and guide your team.
You remember me? Let's go, baby. Mike 55, Mike 55. Hey, eat. Watch a slap.
Throwing his lance on 3rd down. And he's going to be brought down here in the backfield. Joey Bosa, he continues to wreak havoc in the offensive backfield. Sack number 16 on the year. So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far. As we send you cross-country to Orlando, Jonathan Coachman is there and has our EA Sports halftime report.
Both these teams, no doubt, making their final halftime adjustments as we speak. And for the call of the second half, we get it back out to Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. It's the 49ers out in front, and they will get the football first as well as we are back and started in the second half. This taken in at the goal line. And no alley to be found. The coverage was solid, and he's dropped at the 18. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. And it's hard to imagine that the first half could have gone any better for them. So what's the approach here in the second half?
Just continue to play smart football because they got the other team down and they feel good about the position they're in. The obvious thing people would say is just keep attacking, but I think you also have to be smart about it. Avoid turnovers. That's about the only thing that can derail you at this point. Attack, but make sure you take care of the ball.
6 yards left on second down. Now a give, running left is Harris. Up past the 25 to the 26, a gain of 5. So this CD, obviously such a big game, and we'll continue to talk about its importance as we go on. I thought it was interesting, this head coach in his weekly media availability, he was asked who he would lean on in a game like this, and he said it was all about the veterans.
And Brandon, I like his approach because he's obviously thought about this, right? Who can get me not just through this game, but through the rest of the season? And he looks to his veterans. They've been around the team. They can guide everyone and let them know the importance of winning this one. But also, how do we attack what's left in the season and get us ready for what we hope is going to be some postseason play?
So first and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material. Now a first down carry for Harris. And he's going to get this one down near the 45-yard line. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
And that last carry puts him right at 100 yards for the game. So how has he done it? Because he's been patient, followed his blocks, let everything develop, and then burst through for big gains.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run.
We got to get to the ball, team. We got to get to the ball. Let's keep moving. Mike, bye.
A give. This is Chubb. And this winds up a gain of 4 to the 41.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
Mike 55. Hey, eat. Come
On third down, it's Harris. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or two shy of the 30. 105 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon. All runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10.
I'm coming after you. Whip. Watch the whip.
And now they'll throw with Lance. Eluding the pressure right. And he'll be out of bounds as he gets this down about the 21 or 22. He'll wind up getting 9 after tucking it and running, so it'll leave him with 2nd and a yard. They hand this off to Harris. Brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. And lots of praise on this drive, obviously. I know you're seeing, obviously, those guys up front, they're getting it done.
Doesn't matter what play is called. They are handling their business at the line of scrimmage and dominating right now on this drive.
Check right. Watching the ball. Here we go.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. Runs over it. And he takes this down to about the 2 before going out of bounds. And give him 5 that time as they draw a bit closer here for a 2nd and goal. Pushes forward, but comes up short of the goal line as he'll get a yard down to about the 1. 2 straight shots on the ground. Now on 3rd, do you go to the air?
I think the possibility exists, and if you're doing it, you're probably going play action since you ran it twice. But I often think that 2nd down is the time you go play action and throw the ball. I say commit to the run and think about it being 4-down territory.
Yeah, this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on 3rd down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to. The 49ers are going to turn over to the special teams crew. The field goal unit is out there now. From the right hash at a bit of a tight angle. And the 11-year veteran bangs it through. So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx it.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Taken in at the 3. Well, good coverage there on special teams as they'll get him down shy of the 20. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. They are right now just ice cold. I mean, they have struggled big time in this game, and they're getting blown out. How do they address?
So tough because we always talk about it being a team game, and you need all 11 working well together. But every now and then, partner, you need that one guy who could make a play against all odds that maybe can ignite things. And I think that's what they're looking for right now.
Yeah, you talk about going to your playmakers. They probably need to do it.
Find someone that you're used to touching the football that makes big plays and give them that opportunity to maybe wake up everyone else.
And he's taken down. It's a gain of 3 from the 17 to the 20.
Well, they certainly have been able to get him going and establish the run, so I think it's time to abandon that plan and start chucking it all over the park. And you know who's excited about that? The defensive front. They got just put their ears back and get after him now.
It's Robert Woods. Now the ball comes loose, and that is scooped up by the 49ers. And his crew will take over with the football at the 35-yard line.
We have seen this before, and we know coaches preach about this and work on it all the time. Catch the ball. You know there's going to be some traffic somewhere. They've got to put it away and secure it as they try and get downfield.
Following the fumble recovery, Lance flushed out right. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25.
Man, defensively, that hurts. They got him out of his rhythm. They had him hemmed in, but somehow he was able to tuck it away and get away for a gain.
Check 55, come on. Here we go.
Now here comes Ayuk on the jet sweep. And they'll get this down to the 10.
I think the reason this play is so successful is not just the blocking at the front of the time, but the speed at which he takes the handoff. He's in motion already, so he's not coming from a flat start like a running back often is. He's at a full run by the time he gets the football.
Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. Lance now to throw. Flush to his right. And he'll be brought down on what's going to turn out to be the final play of this third quarter. 3 quarters have come and gone. This is the National Football League on EA Sports.
Mike, 55. Check, 55, Mike.
On second down, it's Harris. They'll take this for a San Francisco touchdown. Najee Harris, his second touchdown of the game and his 9th on the year. And the 49ers add on to their lead, and it's looking like that win streak is going to extend another week. Point after, right down the middle, and the lead will swell by 1 more. The kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Taken in at the 3. And he had no room to run as he's tackled down inside the 20. Defensively, you said coming in early in the broadcast, the magic number was 20 points for you. That's what you thought they would have to hold this offense to, or less than that. And, wow, they've done that in a big way, haven't they?
And not only have they done it, they put themselves in a great position to win this one because holding them down was paramount. If they could get it done, well, guess what? We see the end result. Right now, they have their eye on victory.
And leading here in the 4th. A first down throw for Prescott. He's going to find Gallup here complete. And he's going to be out up around the 45-yard line.
Well, this game was decided a while ago, and that completion there is going to artificially inflate his passing numbers. So right now, the only one really applauding probably his agent as he thinks about angling for a new contract.
Prescott looks to throw on first. Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone. Well, the trials and tribulations of being a quarterback in this league, it's tough. It's got to be wearing on him out there.
Well, he has been sacked a number of times. He had an interception, so I'm going to give him a skosh of credit for hanging in there and trying to make something happen, despite the amount of pressure he's been under this entire game.
To throw again on second down. Prescott being chased out left. On the left side, Gallup's got it. And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers 35.
Well, this game is certainly pretty well over. They can go ahead and mark it in the win column. But as a defense, they don't want to get so soft now that everybody just throws the ball all over the place against them, gets big yardage, and puts points on the board. They have pride, too, on that side of the ball.
First down, Prescott. And this throw a bit late as he couldn't reach back for it.
At this point in the game, they've got to continue to try anything they can. They're still working at it, even though this one feels like a lost cause.
Here's 2nd and 10.
Number 46. Number 154 Niners. 55, Mike 55. You can't block.
To throw is Prescott. He goes to land again. This time he's got it. And this This will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers 18. That's the number 2 receiver in the NFL in terms of yardage. And tell you what, a few more plays like that, he won't be number 2 for long.
Well, that's what often happens when you have competitors running around the field. These guys know where they stand in relationship to yardage, totals, numbers, the whole deal. And let's face it, all of them, they all want to be number 1.
And this time they were waiting for him as he'll be knocked down before he can get back to the line of scrimmage. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
Kill! 47!
Prescott from the gun. Touchdown! Dawson Knox, his first touchdown on the year. And the Cowboys get a small measure of revenge as they cut into this fourth-quarter deficit.
Well, it's been a tough day, but they finally were able to get one into the end zone, and maybe the offense will feel a little bit better about itself going into next week.
And if you're a coach taking that into next week, I know you're upset, but it is a little bit more respectable, somewhat of a moral victory, right?
Yeah, they probably won't say a lot of that to the team, but it is true. It's something for them to build on, and then they can call their mom and tell her, hey, Mom, for your fantasy points, we got you a few down the stretch.
Steps away to his left. And he's got it for the 2-point conversion. So they tack on a pair more here to narrow that deficit a bit further.
Set to kick off.
Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. Kicks it on the ground with a squib, taken around the 28. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line.
The Niners take over 1st and 10 at their own 30-yard line.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And they have to be feeling pretty good. Comfortable fourth-quarter lead as they take over following the fumble recovery. A handoff to Harris to begin the drive. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down. You know, if following up on this head coach and the pressure that he is under, CD, I want to switch it to you because you've been on winning teams, but I know you've been in similar situations too where things just are not going well. How do you approach that as a player?
It's a tough approach, Brandon, because you actually have to do the opposite of what you would think.
And shutting him off now open field. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. 154 yards rushing for the Browns. He has been tremendous all day long. So from Cowboy territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 43. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And down to the 36-yard line here. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on 2nd and short.
Brings up 2nd and 2 at the 36-yard line.
On the give, this is Harris. Powers through again. And they're able to get this one past the 30 down to the 25. Those are the types of carries they're looking for, Charles. They lead in the fourth quarter. This is when coaches that have a reliable running game, they breathe a little easier on the sideline.
Yeah, they love the idea that they can take the air out of the football at this point of the game. That means they're really counting on that offensive line, counting on the runners, taking care of the football. Because you're going to tell your quarterback, hey, no time to be a hero. We're not going to throw it here. Just eat up that clock. And if you have the ball, they can't score.
They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway.
55 is my guy, 55. Here we go, here we go. Here we go.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's 49er football here as we get you reset. They've got it first and goal in a game that appears to have already been decided. Here's Lance. And he is going to go down. Back at the 11-yard line. Uchenna Nwosu in there to get him. And on the season now, that is 9 sacks for him. So they get pushed back to the 11, and here's second and goal. They'll try the right side with Harris. Broken tackle. And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is over.
Well, business as usual for them. Well on the way to another victory. Riding a serious wave of momentum from what we've seen. And so far, they haven't met their match. So if you're going to play this team in the future, your mission is clear. You better be ready to play and match their firepower.
Extra point splits the uprights, and that will extend this big lead.
45. Cowboys 14.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This will be fielded inside the 5. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And after all those wins that they've reeled off, it seems that they finally have met their match in a big fourth quarter hole. But still, what a run it's been. It feels like they have not lost in forever. Play fake. Here's Prescott. Got his man there, complete to Gallup. And all the way down to the 35. A big play here for Dallas. Now, defensively, I know they have the comfortable lead here in the fourth, but they do not want to give up big plays like that.
They want to finish strong. So oftentimes in this situation, you tighten up underneath in your coverage, and you bring your safeties back. They can pick up anything that leaks through.
Oh, Prescott stripped. Second time in this game, Charles, the ball is squirted out from his hands. Luckily, his teammate was there to pounce on it.
You're right. Got the lucky bounce, able to retain possession. You know, we often talk about the combine and why do we measure quarterbacks' hands. Is that really a big deal? It's for situations like this. Do you have the hands big enough and strong enough to hold on to the football while being jostled?
So they keep the ball, but work to do on second and goal. Play action now. Prescott. And that will be incomplete with the clock showing 18 seconds now to go.
This has been a rough one, to put it mildly, for him. And after this one's done, you just feel like at the post-game press conference, this team's going to have a lot of questions and definitely not a lot of answers.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Prescott. He's going to let this one go deep. Had his hands on it, couldn't bring it in. Pretty symptomatic of how this game's been going.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, fourth quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. Desperation time. Prescott on fourth. And it's been complete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and the 49ers are going to get the football back.
What we got? 55.
The defense can stop it twice more as they take a knee here. And one of the whistles for timeout. So they'll stop the clock here in a game that's been decided in the closing seconds. 2nd and 11.
I'm coming after you. I'm coming after you. I'm coming after you. Okay, just like that.
That one looks like he'll throw here. He'll let this go deep for Ruggs. And it's incomplete. They're still throwing to the very end. But now this game is over. Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win it. And the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feel like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
As an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So for San Francisco, they continue to cruise as they move to 8-0 now on the campaign. And they'll get to stay put for a few days as they'll host the Baltimore Ravens next week. Meanwhile, for the Cowboys, it's their first stumble of the season as they'll dip to 8-1 on the year. And they'll try and turn things around next week as they have a date at Soldier Field with the Chicago Bears.